All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Apple Scramble. This is gonna be just a quick video here, talking about James Harden's situation. Some people are saying he wants out of Houston, and others are saying everything is fine there in Houston. But this is just a quick take that I have on it. I'm not gonna do all the bells and whistles on this one. Just gonna keep it simple. Hope y'all doing fine today. Um, the only reason that I would see James Harden staying in Houston and possibly winning the title or being in title contention is if Giannis joins him. If there's no Giannis in Houston, there's no James Harden in Houston to me. So that's one scenario. Also, it may take a season or two for it to come together, but if they could just not necessarily blow up the roster, but get that roster younger, get a lot of young talent on that roster, and let James Harden take full control and lead of that team. He doesn't need a Batman and Robin situation. We saw what happened with Dwight Howard there and some of the other players that came in to play there in Houston alongside of him. But I don't think that's what he's suited for. Even in the situation with Russell Westbrook there, I don't think that's the best case scenario or the best situation to put James Harden in. I think he needs to be on a team where there's no question about it. There's no egos that he has to deal with. He is a leader of the team, and everyone knows that. So that's just my take on it. But as far as what I see he should do, as far as possibly some of the teams that he should join up with, and I'm just going to say the ones that I think that he has the opportunity to go to, and those teams could become champions right away upon his arrival there. But yeah, anyway, like I said, we're not doing all the bells and whistles on this one here. But one of the teams that I see him going to, now these are just the ones that I see him he'd be in title contention right away, and that will be him going to the either the Boston Celtics. I think they're ready. I think if he was to join the Boston Celtics, they would be a title favorite. No doubt about that. They would win the title really fast. I think he would help get them over the hump. Also, the Dallas Mavericks are prime to win a championship if he was to somehow wind up being traded there. So either Dallas or Boston is where he'll actually come in, make an impact, and turn them into immediate title contenders. I know some people are going to say, well, Boston is already a title contender and Dallas isn't that far behind, but they're not there yet. But I think James Harden possibly joining up one of those franchises through a trade would push them over the hump. That being said, looking at some places where I think he'd also be able to make a difference. One would be Indiana, the Indiana Pacers. I think, to me, that will be the key spot for him. I mean, he'd dominate in the. Not, I'm not going to say dominate in the Eastern Conference. I'm just going to say that uh, it's it's just going to be a different ball game for him in the Eastern Conference. Playing out west, everybody's used to his style. All the teams that match up against one another constantly, what, 4 times a year or whatever that is, they're all used to playing against him. They figured him out, and if he moves to the Eastern Conference, I think that'll help him out a lot. Be a be it a different situation where everybody is not adjusted to you because you only played those teams twice a year, and if that, with this past short season. I mean, sorry about that, but I see Indiana as being a place for him to go, and he could actually become an icon alongside the likes of Reggie Miller with that organization. Another team I see is the Sacramento Kings. He could possibly become an icon there, and take them to new heights. Take them to the uh, possibly an NBA championship run in the next couple of seasons. It, it's not going to happen immediate there, but I just think you give him a couple of seasons there. But that's a place that he could become an icon and the face of that franchise. The Chicago Bulls is another place they've been longing for a significant player since the departure of who Michael Jordan, and I think that if he was to step into uh, a Chicago Bulls situation, that he could possibly be up there in the same sentence as Michael Jordan, kind of, but I think more of the fact. I think more that. Sorry, I'm losing track of words. I'm getting ready to do something here this afternoon, so kind of breezing through this. But yeah, if he goes to the Chicago Bulls, I think that'd be great for that organization to bring excitement back to that organization and give them a legitimate opportunity to make some noise in the Eastern Conference. Another place I have that's low on the totem pole, and I not much will be expected out of this franchise, but the Cleveland Cavaliers would be a good spot for him. I mean, he could become an icon there, such as LeBron James was, and bring some excitement back to the Cleveland area. And yeah, and the last place I have him going. Now, this is where he could uh, possibly win a championship, but I think it would be a great move for him to be up on the Pop in San Antonio. I think that would be a great situation for him there. May take them a year or two to get a title, but the way that organization works, yeah, he will be the leader of that team. But with Pop there alongside of him, I think great things would come out of San Antonio once again. But that's just my take on it. I just thought I'd do a quick video on it. So basically, all I'm saying is, if he stays with the Rockets, either they're going to have to get younger or get Giannis, one or the other. Other than that, it doesn't make sense for him to stick around there. Indiana Pacers is a place that I have him going where he could possibly become an icon. Sacramento also, he could become an icon in Sacramento Kings basketball. Dallas Mavericks, he'd make them a title contender right away. San Antonio Spurs, I think him going to San Antonio would possibly bring about another dynasty with the San Antonio Spurs, who would dominate, for about 2 or 3 seasons straight with him arriving. Boston Celtics, he put them over the top, and they'd have to be the favorite to come out of the East for the NBA championship. Being a Detroit Pistons fan, that's pretty hard for me to say because I want them to win it all. But just in all sincere honesty, I think that'll be a place where he will win a title quickly if that's what his concern is. The Bulls, he has a chance to become something spectacular there as far as being an icon and a legend in Chicago Bulls land. And the free agents that he would attract there as well. Like I say, it doesn't need to be in a Batman and Robin situation. You put a couple of good free agents around him, then you could have great things come about in Chicago again. A couple of good draft picks, and they're back to rolling there in the East. And the sleeper is the Cleveland Cavaliers, just because they're pretty much just dead right now, just dead since the departure of LeBron James. And I think it'll bring some excitement to the city of Cleveland. But let me know what you think in the comment section. We appreciate you checking us out. And like I said, I'm not doing all the bells and whistles and decorations and things on there. This is just a kind of a rough, quick video just with my opinion on the James Harden situation. Thanks. Enjoy the rest of your day.